Basketball Wives, episode 11 for us, 24 for them. You can't even spell wife. Let's get into it. So they started off the episode with the morning after the bachelorette party, and the girls are, getting breakfast and super hungover, and they're just sitting there talking about, last night and how they weren't expecting to have so much fun, and how Evelyn and Brooke started making out. So they was like, they promised that they never did that before, and we like, okay. Well, everybody was like, okay, but I couldn't believe them though. Like the way that they was looking, they was like, they swear. I was like, okay, that could have been their first time. I mean, you never know, what happens in Mexico, right? So I guess they're getting ready to go like to some like adventurous place or whatever. So they get in the car, and while they're in the car, Jackie is telling but rewind, while they were at the lunch, Giselle did say, not my light going out. Giselle did say to Jackie that to the crew that she finally saw wacky Jackie, basically, and the fun side of Jackie that everybody's been talking about, and blah blah blah. And then fast forward to the car, Jackie was telling Evelyn and was it Cheyenne that she really wants to talk to Brooke, just to squash everything and stuff like that. And we like, I hope that really goes good. And so let me fix my light, because yes, the light is fixed. So anyways, then they got to the adventurous place that they was going to, and they split it up into like two groups. So Brooke, Brandy, Laura, and Jackie, they went ATV riding, and Giselle, Jen, Evelyn, and Cheyenne went ziplining. So when they got to the ziplining, they started with them, and Cheyenne went first, and then, well, Dr. Bryant, whichever you want to call her, she went first, and then she was over there trying to like encourage the girls to like come on, and Giselle's like, tell her to shut the F up. It's like, what happened to sisterhood? Like, I know maybe y'all mad at her because Brooke, so you think that's like the sisterhood, but it's like, Cheyenne trying to encourage you, so like, why you gotta be like rude in the moment? And I like Giselle, so I'm just like, what's that called for though? But anyways, Giselle ended up going, and she was screaming, she had fun, and Jenna Evelyn's like, yeah, no. And then when Giselle got over there to Cheyenne, she was like, oh my god, I had fun. And then they did the second zip line like together, and I'm like, oh my god, see, like a bonding moment, hopefully, And then they rode over to the ATV girls, and they was cruising to They Not Like Us, They Not Like Us, They Not Like Us, and riding around in the ATV. And then they drove up to this like, it's like a cafe type place, but it has like a glass bottom in the state, like a glass bottom on part of it, I guess. And basically they were sitting down and trying to get Jackie and Brooke to talk, basically. And Brooke was like, she know that she gonna have to do this one-on-one with Jackie, so she just gonna go ahead and do it. So Jackie and Brooke go on they one-on-one over by like the glass little area, but then Jackie was like, I don't want to step out there in case it break, because you might try to like break it for me and make me go under, And I'm like, I know she wants to. So anyways, they go sit down at this bench or whatever, and they start talking, and basically Jackie was like taking no accountability at first, saying that the things that, basically trying to make it seem like we making up all the stuff that she said about Brooke's daughter, like Brooke is mad for no reason or something. You know what I mean? It's like, Brooke was like, no, you actually said these things. And I'm sitting over here thinking the same thing, like, yeah, we seen her say these things, so yeah. But then she was like, okay, I take accountability and everything, I have no argument, none of it was right, all that. But then she tried to justify it by saying that she was sending that to her close friend, which was supposed to be Sunday, which is where all the text messages and stuff came out at that dinner or whatever. But Brooke was just like, she just trying to tell her boundaries, and they can be in the same room together easy, but friends is a stretch. And I'm like, I understand that, because I mean, you talk about her daughter, like, I can get it's up and it's stuck, but then for filming purposes, we gotta be in the same room because we gotta get this money. But it's a lot. But then Jackie did hug Brooke, but then Brooke went out and ran on the glass, and she was like, if you really want to hug me, if you really want to mend the friendship that bad, you'll like come out here. And Jackie was like super scared for real, but she like ran out there and gave her a quick little 3-second hug and like ran back out. So I'm like, I guess the friendship's supposed to be mended, I guess. But Brooke did just tell us that there is no friendship, so I guess not. So I guess the acquaintanceship is mended. Because not everybody your friends anyway. Some people just are acquaintance, you know what I mean? Your buddy, your work buddy, you know what I mean? They just work buddy acquaintances at this point. And I get it. They come back and the girls are going to dinner. And I'm gonna say, Brooke's dress looks amazing. Like, shout out to Brooke, girl. You look good. Like, I'm like, girl. But anyways, so the girls go to dinner, and the dinner started off good. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's having a good time. And then Brooke brings up the fact that, you know, why has none of the other ladies asked them why her and Jackie are talking? You know what I mean? And Giselle was like, shit, I was scared. You know what I mean? Like, and so, you know, Brooke was telling them that Jackie took accountability. So they gave Jackie the floor, and she started not taking accountability. She was just saying how it was a miscommunication and stuff like that. And Brooke was like, no, we're not gonna do that. And then Jackie just got up, went over there, and like, slick, that's it. But, you know, Brooke, she just kissed Brooke. She just grabbed Brooke's neck and then just kissed her, like, in her mouth, like. And then Brooke was like, we went to being cordial to, like, her sticking her tongue down my throat. You know what I mean? Like, laughing about it and stuff. But I'm just like, that was weird. Like, come on, Jackie, what? Like, trying to compete with Evelyn with the little kiss thing? Like, what? Like, too old for this. Like, whew. And then they got over into the scene with, well, then Evelyn just started playing a voice note of Shawnee's book, saying that Laura basically was sleeping with Shaq. And I was like, what? When did that happen? And then Laura was just like, she put on her grown woman. She said, that's between me and Shawnee. Don't ask me about it. I'm not talking to you about it. I'm not going to run my mouth here for y'all to go back and say this and that and that. I'll address the person like the grown woman that I am. And then Brandy tried to, like, say something to her. She was like, I'm not, you don't want nobody in your marriage, right? I don't want nobody in my business. I was like, snaps for Laura. Because she handled that really well. Like a grown woman should. And she was like, okay, now move on. I'm like, okay, gather. Yes. And that was it. They came back with the next day. The girls are going to a boat. And Jen's like, I'm a boat snob, so it has to be, like, super nice. And I'm like, I mean, I guess I feel that because I want to be on a super nice boat, too. So, But anyways, Jackie, Cheyenne, Dr. Bryant, and what is her name? Laura was riding in the car together. And Jackie asked Laura, was it true that Evelyn actually hooked up with Shaq as well, Shawnee's ex-husband? And Laura was like, she heard that. So I'm like, what? Like, how dare she play a whole snippet at the dinner when supposedly maybe you did the same thing? You know what I mean? And then Laura get on there and tell us she didn't care that that Evelyn played the recording because, I mean, she just don't care. She's not bothered. She said that Evelyn used to worry about her own home and stuff. I'm like, okay, Laura, come through. And then they got on the boat and, you know, they was taking shots. But Jackie gonna tell them, let's have a good time. Let's tell all of our secrets, like who we started doing stuff with when we were 10. And Jen's like, who was doing stuff when they were 10? Like, for real? And then Giselle was like, y'all kept saying, you know, the wacky Jackie was fun, and I'm glad that I finally get to see her. And she was saying how shocked she was to see Jackie and Brooke sitting next to each other like cordial. And I'm like, you know, it was called adulthood and maturity and a check. So, you know. And then Jen and Brandy went to go sit like in the inside of the boat because I guess Jen was getting like seasick. And Brandy was like, you wanted to be on the boat, but you can't even hang. And then Jen was like, y'all trying to do shots and stuff. And So then they start talking about Brandy forgiving Evelyn. Jen was like, how do you feel about the apology? And Brandy was basically saying, like, she don't really accept the apology because Evelyn keeps bringing up the whole cheating situation with her ex. Like, she ain't bringing up nothing else. So for her to say that she's not going to bring it up again, sure, she would like that, but we'll wait and see. And then she was telling Jen how even with Evelyn bringing it up, it makes her pissed at her husband again. You know what I mean? The fact that Evelyn even has this MO against her is because of him. And now she got to explain why she stayed and all this stuff like that over again. And it kind of makes her irritated with him all over again. You know what I mean? So she was like, that's not a good spot to be in. And like, Jen was like, she get it. And I'm like, I get it too, because, but then it's like, you chose to stay. So when you choose to stay and then you tell people this and then you know, like, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like you need to develop tough skin about this because they're going to keep bringing it up. People are going to keep bringing it up. And you chose to stay, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell her. Like, I feel bad that people are going to keep bringing it up, but it's like the reality of it. So it's like, you're going to have to develop tough skin if you want to stay with him. Yeah, but that was it. What do y'all think? Should she have stayed? Should she have left? Y'all think people going to keep bringing it up like I do? Because I think people are still going to bring it up. Because what else do they have against Brandy, though? That's the thing. People have nothing else against Brandy but this. So it's like, develop tough skin, girl.